not even thinking about, oh, this guy likes you or what. I just want to just make a living. Yeah.
You say you've been single for 1 year and 6 months. That's very interesting because Angelo is supposed to be in the picture, the housemate from South Africa.
Before I got into the house, it was a
going on
year
with
and
him?
6 months.
Are you guys in a relationship now?
Me and Angelo, yes, we're in a relationship.
How long has that? It's official now. But do you know about his girlfriend before he went to the house? Do you know about her?
Girlfriend told him she loved him a week before when
Okay.
she found out he was going into the house.
Okay.
He's a very open-minded person, so I know him.
So you knew he had a girlfriend?
Yeah,
And you still went into a relationship with him? You didn't think that was a bit of a conflict?
he didn't say she was his girlfriend.
Okay.
He said, my ex-girlfriend came back to me.
Okay.
But
Oh, he said they were dating and they were not dating anymore? Okay.
Yeah, and he said when she found out I was coming for BBA, she came back to me saying, I love you and blah, blah, blah. And he said, let's see how it goes when I go into the house and come out. That's what he told her. And from what I see, I don't think she's the one bringing everything out. Because she doesn't even, I don't think she knows anything about what's going on. Yeah.
Of course, everybody knows about what's going on. Everybody watches the show.
But I don't think she's the one shouting about it. I don't think she's the one.
But put yourself in her shoes.
Yeah.
How would you feel if it was the other way around? Someone you probably thought you were in a relationship with? Because obviously she does think, or she did think she was dating him from the feedback I've gotten.
Aye.
And obviously he's not, or he was not in that state of mind. Do you feel guilty in any way at all?
I don't know her, and I don't think I should feel guilty because I don't know this girl from anywhere. If she was somebody I know, then I'll feel guilty, which it can never be like that for me to date somebody's boyfriend that I know. But I don't feel guilty. I don't know her. I don't think our paths will cross. Yeah.
So how's the relationship going to work now? Nigeria to South Africa is 6 hours by air. That is by air. How is this going to work? Are you going to move?
Well, for now, it's business. Ebuka, you know all these things
to make
now.
money first.
Yes, you have to make money first. And I need to get a balance. I need to understand what I'm here for before I focus on, oh, I love this guy. Yes, we do love each other, but we need to be focused. He has to make something out of himself in his country. I have to do that here. So that's the whole plan.
So your career before the relationship first.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to something else now, which is still Angelo related. And I heard you on radio recently, I think a day after you came back, talk about the scene in the bathtub that became very viral and very popular across Nigeria, where you said you didn't have sex with him at all. But it did look like you had sex. Now, what I want to understand is this. Did you do that not caring what the backlash would be, or you did that because you knew it was going to get you some sort of notoriety that will probably help you win? Because I know that at the point when the show started, I know you said something along the lines of, I know if you fight for man here, because Nigerians don't expect me to do that. So you obviously knew doing that would get you to sort of a backlash from Nigerians, but you still did that.
I fell in love with Angelo. I didn't come to the Big Brother house to start saying, no, he's my man. No, I'm not that kind of person. And I know my country, they'll be like, where is this girl? Come back home. You have different kind of guys here. But I'm like, and the situation I was in the beginning was the situation, they were putting me into it. They were all lying around. They were plotting it. They were wanting me to be in the triangle. And I'm like, no, I can't do this shit. Like, hello, I don't want to be here. Take him if you want him. I'm fine. And me and Angelo's own just started late in Big Brother. I didn't plan to fall in love with Angelo. It just happened. It was not something I said, oh no, I have to be with this guy so I'll get for. In that game, the only time I remember is a game is when on Mondays and Sundays. Every other day I remove it out of my mind because of the nominations and evictions. So me and Angelo on the bathtub, we didn't do anything. And besides, he bathes with his boxers.
But you were naked.
I bathed naked, obviously, but he bathes with his boxers. So no, we didn't do anything. Because
I mean, I know I didn't even watch it at the time. I just know that there was a lot of talk about it. People would bring her home, and there was a lot of noise about it after that happened. How do you regret that happening? Because I know that there's a certain Afro Candy who does soft porn movies somewhere in America who even said she offered you a role to come and do a soft porn movie. That is what that sort of a thing what comes out of that sort of a thing. Do you regret that particular scene and how you handled it?
Well, At that point in time, I wasn't thinking about cameras. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just with Angelo. And coming back home and I'm hearing, you had sex. Yes, it hurts a little bit because I'm like, no, I did not. But I've seen it and I'm like, okay, there's a possibility that people...
You can see why people would be...
Yeah, jigger. I'm like, it's possible. I can't blame everybody. I can't say, no, I will blame myself for going that far. But I wasn't thinking right. And the Afro Candy babe, oh my Lord. When I came back, I just heard it and I'm like, who is that?
Yeah.
And I go, porn star. I'm like, no, it's never that bad. It's never that bad. I don't know her. She did not come to me direct and say, please, I want you to be in a porn movie. No, she didn't tell me that. Yeah. She went on writing letters to who? I was not around. So that is Afro Candy's business. I've not replied her, but obviously...
And you won't be taking it up, obviously.
Hell no.
Well, another thing that did happen, you did talk about a lot of people in the house. I know that people would wake up in the morning and be like, who is Beverly going to talk about today? There was a time when Jeannie's name came up. There was always somebody being talked about. Did you do that consciously? Did you care if feelings were being hurt back home? You know, I know there were even some people who were not celebrities whose names I heard, and I'd be like, I wonder who this guy is somewhere in Lagos being talked about. Did you wonder if sometimes these people were going to be hurt by this sort of public, you know, putting their stories out there publicly?
Well, I even think about it that way. I didn't think about hurting anybody. I didn't plan to. And most of the things I said because I know. But I wasn't trying to make it look negative in front of the whole world. You get, I was just speaking to it's just like me being in a house and I have friends there and we're just gisting. So that is how I saw myself in the Big Brother house. I was just myself throughout the game. I didn't have strategies, I didn't have plans. I was just taking every week as it comes. So, I don't know. I didn't even think about hurting anybody's feelings. You get.
When you were evicted, you did say, they asked you before Melvin came out, who you thought was going to win, and you said Melvin.
Yeah.
Does that mean you think Delish didn't deserve to win?
No, she deserves to win. But Melvin is my Nigerian guy. I cannot say not Melvin. And
I mean, looking at the 5 of you that were in the final,
in my heart,
did you think she deserves to win? Of the 5 of you that were in the finals?
Delish deserves to win because it's her destiny. If God said the money was for her, it's for her. I cannot go and snatch it from her. Because the show is about being yourself. Even though some people had plans on how to behave and how to act, don't do this, don't do that. But Delish, I don't know. If God ordained her with that money, it's her time. She will use it. Me and Melvin, I wanted Melvin to win. But when I came out of the house, I was like, if Melvin can't win this money, I want Cleo to win this money. That was
so Delish wasn't even in the...
Delish was not in the picture. That was what was in my head because hearing people's story in the house, 5 of us, yes, we do need the money. But when you hear people's story, you find out that, oh my God, you're not the only one carrying a cross. Every other person is. So if you don't win, baby, God has a bigger plan for you. Then you pray for, as I came out, I started praying for Melvin and Cleo. I'm like, man, these people should have this money. But I think God just has a way of doing his own
Speaking
thing.
of plans now, let's just quickly go to your future now. What's in store for you? You were very entertaining in the house, I have to tell you. You were a video vixen before all of that. Movies, singing, what's next?
Ebuka, can you hear my voice now? Can I sing? It's very wrong.
You can rap?
Yeah, rapping, y'all. Freestyle.
So you're going to be acting?
Yeah, that's, growing up I always wanted to be an actress, but God has a way of doing things. Video vixen just came, pow, I didn't even plan for it. And yeah, I'm going into acting. And before I left, I had this show called Beverly Says.
Okay. A reality show?
Yes.
So you want to work on that?
I'll push it, go back to school. I have so many things I want to work on. I like being busy. Yeah.
Go back to school, very nice. Thank you very much, Beverly. Thank you very much for being here. Always good to see you. Very, very pretty in person, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here. And I'll be collecting Delish's number before you leave. Thank you very much for joining us as usual. As we always say, you can follow the hashtag Robin Minds. The handle on Twitter is YNigerTV. Also, the website yniger.com/TV. Do not forget, you've never seen young people talk like this before. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Alright.